everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, soul generated by love, and you can be that servant.
By the end of the fiscal year, Weld Food Bank anticipates serving over 1 million duplicated individuals. Within that staggering number will be over 130,000 kids' cafe and summer feeding meals, 80,000 backpack bags for kids, 2 million pounds of fresh foods through the mobile food pantry, 25,000 everyday eats boxes for seniors, and 158,000 emergency food packages. The need has never been higher, and standing in the middle of it all are gracious, loving, selfless volunteers like Francis Crawford.
My husband found you guys online and he signed us up to volunteer, and we came over here and we just instantly loved it. We started in here when they opened the kitchen again and discovered that we could work in here because we really like to cook. I like making sandwiches like this. I like doing the vegetable chopping. Sometimes we just chop vegetables and whatever they need, and they use them later in stuff that they cook. When you hear about how many people are hungry and how many people need food assistance, it just, it gets me coming back because I can see the direct results of what I do. Here, there's always something to do. And if they need you to come from the line out there and come in here and work, or they need you to go out there and do something, they just say, can you do it? And you say yes.
Frances and her husband are among the many volunteers who've said yes to Weld Food Bank. Every year, volunteers give enough time to equate to over 30 full-time staff members. In other words, over half our labor force is comprised of dedicated men and women giving their time to fight hunger. Every volunteer is important, but every once in a while someone comes along who stands out in the crowd. Someone who you can always count on to be there when you need them. Someone whose dedication to a cause inspires others and leaves a lasting legacy. One such person is Weld Food Bank's longtime supporter and friend, Scott Jones. When floods swept through Weld County in 2013, Weld Food Bank turned to Noble Energy for help, and leading the charge was Scott. He worked tirelessly to jump in wherever the need was greatest, and with him came hundreds of others to lend a hand. Recently, a group of Scott's friends spent an afternoon at our warehouse to honor their friend.
We chose to come down to kind of honor Scott and to help out. The food bank was picked because of Scott Jones's relationship with the food bank. To work all day and then to go and spend your time helping out others, it said a lot for Scott to do that. And it is inspirational. Something, he didn't have to do. He felt compelled to do it from his heart, for his love for people and to give back to his community. Scott would have never bragged about that, let everybody know, hey, I'm a better person for doing this. He just wore it on his sleeve.
Sadly, just 2 days after their volunteer time in the warehouse, Scott passed away after a courageous battle with ALS. The lasting impact Scott made on Weld Food Bank will be felt and remembered for years to come. Dedicated volunteers like Scott help each and every day to make sure no one goes hungry. Former board member Dan Wilson is one of these volunteers.
I was thinking the other day, I've been volunteering here for right at 15 years. Deliveries probably the last 5 or 6 years. I've done a lot of different things, so maybe longer than that, I'm not sure. But a lot of years anyway. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy working and delivering for the seniors that are in need. It's just an honor and a privilege to do it. I do see, a lot of the seniors in their apartments when I take the boxes inside for them. They have a hard time getting around, they struggle, and a lot of them are on oxygen. And so I try to do any little thing I can to help them. Got your food boxes from the food bank. Okay, you mean set them right here? Kitchen. Okay. The goodie box.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I call the goodie box. Like this.
Oh, yeah.
Not the good. Oh, yeah. Hunger is all over the county. It touches everywhere. We often think Water Valley when we talk about Windsor, but it's not all Water Valley, that's for sure. There is a need there also, like everywhere else in the county. Unfortunately, with limited resources, we get to who we can. We can't get to everybody. That's my biggest concern, are the hundreds of seniors that we don't reach, in the county, because we just don't have the resources to do it. I know the food bank appreciates all the volunteers they can get, because we're out basically, like I say, in the trenches doing the work, but the staff puts it all together and it's really organized for us. None of this really happens without the donors and the donor community. They're so important to the food bank and all that we do.
Volunteers are vital to Weld Food Bank's work, and we couldn't do what we do without their help. Whether it's making sandwiches for kids, delivering fresh foods to seniors, or any number of crucial hunger relief tasks, everyone can play a part in the fight against hunger in Weld County. To learn more about how you can help, visit weldfoodbank.org.